All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me. Let's talk markets, shall we? Before we begin, just charge my headphones. Go ahead and click on the bottom left-hand corner. That is our logo, and that is to subscribe, to like our videos, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos that we do have. All right, so let's talk markets. Dow futures are up 102. NASDAQ futures are leading the way, 0.78%. And S&P is up about 0.5% at 3760. Russell 2000 futures up about 8.5. Bitcoin futures new all-time high as well. Bitcoin spot, let me get you that number. Bitcoin spot broke 38,000. We're now at 38,292. Silver futures 0.44%. Gold futures up 0.31%, so that's a good sign. Dollar yen for my Forex people up 51 pips, and the euro dollar is down 56 pips. So the US dollar is up about quarter point, a little over a quarter point. The VIX is down 6.9% at 23.34. So that's where we are. Looking at here as a whole, obviously post Capitol protest / invasion. Again, we were expecting a bounce and things were going to just move on. We did hit an all-time high at 37.74 yesterday before the fall, and futures have been pretty sideways. So same thing with tech. I'm expecting tech to lead the way today. Again, we had some upgrades here. I'll go ahead and read it directly from Discord channel. Here were some upgrades and downgrades. Apple was upgraded from Evercore from 135 to 145. Broadcom 440 to 500. Netflix price upgraded from 625 to 650 from Cowen. mRNA 166 to 170 from Piper Sandler. Plug was upgraded by Cowen and Company from 35 to 50. Twitter was price upgraded 42 to 55. Roku was upgraded by Needham 315 to 400. And then we also had some upgrades on Tesla. RBC upgraded Tesla from underperform to sector perform. If you want to read more note on that, I went ahead and tweeted it on G.A.R Capital. It's free for everybody. Feel free to take a look. We also had some news today, some headlines that came in overnight. The Senate already finished the certification of the Electoral College, so I'll read you the headlines as here. I was up at 4 a.m., so I read it. Trump says he will move out of the office in orderly transition on January 20th. U.S. President Trump says statement by Donald J. Trump on the Electoral College certification. This was from, I believe, a representative in the House, since Trump does not have access to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. He was banned for, I believe, 14 days. I have to get the exact, 12 hours, excuse me. Even though, this is a quote from the president, even though I totally disagree with the outcome of the election and the facts bear me out, nevertheless, there will be an orderly transition on January 20th, end quote. Another headline, U.S. VP Pence declares Congress acceptance of Electoral College votes, clearing way for Biden to become president on January 20th. So that's already set. The last part of political headline, was that Mick Mulvaney, who is, I believe, the chief of staff of the president, has resigned from the administration. So that's where we are currently. Obviously, yesterday was pretty horrific to see. But again, it was a protest. What's done is done. But I mean, I think we can all move on now. And I think that all-time highs will hit today, 37.77. Seeing a balance across the board here. Tesla being price upgraded is a good sign. Hit as high as 781 this morning. It's at 775. I expect that break to come, maybe 800 to come. 37.77 is my target here on ES, E-mini futures. NASDAQ, I do believe, is going to have the bigger run to the upside. 12,800 will be above the 200 day. So take a look at Qs. Again, I'm expecting big cap tech to bounce, so keep an eye on Apple and those names. They should be moving. Let's take a look on some pre-market movers together. Where is that thing? Pre-market movers. Oh, here we go. I have it here. Awesome. If I can get this to load, that'd be great. Okay, so here's some of the pre-market movers today. Plug Power had a headline yesterday that they were going to get Plug Power to get a 1.5 billion strategic investment from a South Korean group. So that's why they're up 22%. On the Dow, Apple's up 1.37%. Walgreens beat with earnings up 3%. JP Morgan up 3%. So the banks are moving. Boeing up 1%. McDonald's was price upgraded up 1.14%. Salesforce.com is up 1.19%. And the S&P, Tesla's up 2.62%. Wells Fargo up 3%. American Airlines. So again, the banks are leading the way. Where we are, Microsoft up 1% in the Nasdaq. Facebook, JD.com up 2.5%. Baidu up 3%. I had a lot of questions regarding BABA, and BABA's actually slightly bouncing. I mean, well, I actually read pre-market, and now I don't know why it's giving me live support. I don't need this. Yes, I don't need this. It is actually green pre-market. The level you want to see if you're looking to short Alibaba, again, or buy puts, if I can get this going, is 225.70. If 225.70 hits, then that would be the play. But again, I don't think it does. I think it's going to get a bounce, so just be careful. I think Nasdaq's going to soar today, so just keep an eye there. That's what I'm seeing. Having an issue with unexpected error. Boy, I have the luck with tech today, with technical support. My apologies. Look at that. Look how slow everything's running. So with that being said, that's where we are. That's what I'm expecting. I also bought some NASDAQ futures last night with our team. Right now, Bitcoin is on the move, 38,578, new all-time high. So I want to let you guys know, everyone is asking, when would I sell? So I'm going to sell one Bitcoin. I own over 3 of them at 50,000. Once it's 50,000, I'm going to sell one coin. That would cover my cost basis, way more than my cost basis. I think my cost basis on Bitcoin in total came out to around 30,000. My Bitcoin now total is in the 6-figure range, since I have three more than 3. So I'm gonna sell one at 50,000 once we hit. Again, that's $12,000 away. Not too crazy, but 50,000. I will be selling one coin, and I'm keeping the rest. Let it ride. So at least it's good to obviously get some profits, right? You know, realize some gains. I may hate myself years down the line, but again, I still have some. I'll still buy some. I actually bought some more Bitcoin this morning, first thing this morning at 4 a.m. I buy some every Thursday, since everyone loves to ask me that question. What am I going to sell? What am I going to sell? There you go. There's your answer. 50K. Good morning. Good morning. Thoughts on Square 230 calls to 115. Let's see if I can get this going. TOS has been a little bit slow today. I may have to restart it. So let's see if I can update this. Yeah, Square is looking solid. Let's go ahead and take a look again. I love this name. It's one of our top 10 of 2021. Let me expand it here. Really what you want to look for in regards to Square, I would really prefer break 235. But again, you have the 230s, you should be in the money. So, I mean, just take the profits and move on. How's GLD? Let's take a look at GLD here. Gold is up pre-market. You can see on the future side. Let me see actual GLD. GLD is actually slightly red from close yesterday. Again, the real level that we want to take a look at GLD is to take over that 100-day moving average. So 180.82, so another dollar move. Once we break that, then we should be off the lows and that base is done and we should get a nice little spike up. I think gold should be coming back, even with the dollar gaining a little bit slightly. Good morning, Carlos. How does Amazon look? Do you see any upside? Absolutely. Amazon has tons of upside. Love that name. It's just that it's not a trading favorite anymore since you've just been ranging for the past 20 days. So stick with the name. It's a good one. Thoughts on Mara and Riot? Riot is great to trade. So is Mara. Absolutely. How do you feel about Apple and Disney here? You could see it's slightly coming up. It's dragging its feet. But again, one little boost this morning. Maybe some stimulus talk. Now that we have the Senate ready. Now we have President Biden. Again, obviously holding out on this and Apple as well. I'm expecting tech to get a nice little boost as well. What are your average costs on BTC? I'd have to get it since I buy every week. I don't have the average cost in front of me. Thoughts on Riot 20 calls? Yeah, we're in the money, so we're gonna get that today for sure. Tesla does not want to dip. Been waiting forever. It'll dip. You'll get it. Apple expiry for next week. Depends on the volume. Depends on the strike. Thoughts on Chewy calls for a gap up? What are we gapping up for? What are we expecting? Looking at PayPal, another question, 129, 235 calls. 235 is right at the 100. There's a gap fill there. Actually, that's a really good trade. That's actually not bad. I think I see what you see here. He's playing this gap fill right here. So that's actually not a bad trade. Good call, Gobi. XRP up 36%. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's moving. Looking at AMD as well. AMD is basically just sideways action. I wouldn't touch it. I love the stock, but wouldn't trade options on it. NASDAQ just getting a little boost here this morning. You can see NASDAQ is gaining. So my futures contracts are looking pretty good. GS 300 calls. Keep in mind, guys, I don't have the volume in front of me since it's a new day. 300 calls are not a bad trade. It looks pretty good. Good morning, Carlos. When using fibs on the daily, if price gets above 100% fib and closes, do you adjust your fibs to new highs? Yeah, you have to. You have to adjust it. I just haven't been able to do it lately. Just I got so busy. And then number two, you get new all-time highs over every 3 days, so it gets very redundant. So I have to keep doing it. It's a pain in the ass to redo it every time. So that's where we are. So the question is, can Bitcoin hit 40K? I think it will. Nvidia almost hit 500 target to add share. Do you think it gets there? No, I think basically hit the lows. My level was 500, and that was it right there. You see 503. I don't think we're going to get to 500 anytime soon. So again, I was waiting for that 500 level to buy, and I didn't. That's fine. I still own it, so I don't mind. So no other questions today. I'm going to keep it very light. I went over yesterday a lot of stuff on the live, so just wanted to get with you guys. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to subscribe, like our videos, turn notifications. We'll leave it there, guys. We'll catch you guys soon. G.A.R Capital, FX.com. Hope to see you soon.